Greetings and welcome to Minor Hockey Mayhem. I'm your host, Joe Branco, here at Culturama. Today on MHM, we have our player profile of the week. I have an interview with former NHL Minnesota North Stars player Pat Micheletti. We have updated team rankings, tournament results, our Mayhem clip of the week, and our minor hockey parent tip of the week. Be sure to like and share this video and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So let's kick off episode 4 of Minor Hockey Mayhem. This week's player profile is 06 Mastery AAA defenseman Keegan Adams.
Hi Keegan, great to meet you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me about your hockey background. Where have you played and where did you learn the sport?
My first experience with hockey is when I took a learner skate in Dallas-Fort Worth. We moved back to Colorado where I played for Colorado Rampage, Rough Riders, and now Omaha Mastery AAA.
How would you describe your playing style and what are your top 3 strengths?
I would say my playing style is a hybrid defenseman. My top 3 strengths are being physical, fast, aggressive, as well as hockey awareness.
All right, so what are your development goals this season?
I want to keep developing myself all around. I am working on being more of a scoring threat as a defenseman, moving the puck and jumping up in the rush to create opportunities for my teammates.
What are your short and long-term hockey career goals?
My short-term goal is to keep progressing and getting stronger all around. I want to play juniors and interested in what paths open up for me. The NAL, USHL, and then college. Hopefully one day I will have the chance to play pro.
So other than the work that you've put in, who else has contributed most to your success in hockey so far?
Family, including my mom, dad, my biggest supporter, my older brother Keegan, who's my training partner in the off-season, as well as my nana, papa, and my uncles who both played hockey. Coach Dave Frum has helped me along the years, as well as Gino Parrish from 4-Star Hockey, Ty Armstrong, my off-season dryland coach, and my current coach, Coach Mike.
Who has been the toughest team you've played against, and who have been the most skilled forwards you've had a chance to defend against?
The toughest team I've played against is the LA Kings. The most skilled forwards I've defended against is Grant Young, Trey Hinton, and Lincoln Helm.
What has been your favorite hockey memory so far?
My favorite hockey memory was the first time I played in the Pepsi Center in front of a large crowd. A close second would be when I scored a winning goal in the championship game.
What advice would you give younger players who want to play AAA hockey defense?
Advice I would give to a young player would always be working hard with 100% effort. Practice every day, keep your body language up, and be a good teammate.
All right, Keegan, well, thank you so much for joining the show.
Thank you for having me.
If you would like to nominate a youth hockey player to be profiled, interviewed here on Minor Hockey Mayhem, just send your nomination to culturama@yahoo.com along with that player's email contact. This week we are very excited to be joined by former NHL player from the Minnesota North Stars, former Minnesota Gophers hockey player, and current Minnesota hockey commentator on KFan, Pat Micheletti. So, hi Pat, thanks so much for joining the show. So you were a part of Minnesota North Stars in the NHL, of course, famous for being Minnesota Gophers back in the day. So for you, in all your experience talking to a lot of people, I know you have your own podcast, we'll get into that too, but what have been some of the biggest changes you've noticed in the game since your prime playing days?
Well, the first off, the players are a hell of a lot better than we were, and the game's progressed. The coaching's been great, and what I've seen more of is probably the depth of the teams, of the players. Back in the day, you had 6 really good players. You were a pretty good team. Now, every team, every player is pretty darn good. Players have gotten better, and that's probably been the biggest change.
So I know we were just talking about it before we started, but so Minnesota hockey, I get asked all the time in like behind closed doors from AAA players, and they're like, "Hey, what should I be doing? Is Minnesota better? Like, what is it that I should be doing?" So I know you're a Minnesota guy, you're a Minnesota hockey icon, some would say. So what are your thoughts on Minnesota hockey just in general from a youth perspective, youth levels all the way through high school? Like, what's your perspective, and how can you help me answer these families?
Well, and my philosophy may differ from a lot of people, and I get that. Okay, I grew up on the Iron Range, and it was drop the puck and play and work on your skills, and without a lot of coaching per se.
Right.
I think everybody has a different path to get to where they want to get to. I don't think there's really any script to follow. If you want it's more about the inner person, the drive of the kid as to how good they want to get. You have more depth and the players are better. And I think where we get into a problem is that we overcoach a little bit. We teach all these skills and everything when they're little. And then when they get to a point where maybe they're a peewee or a bantam, all of a sudden we change it and we start to make them into robots, where all the skills that we have taught them are now not a part of the big picture. It's all about the winning. It's all about the system. And I wish we were a little bit more free flowing. If you get what I mean, the kids are a lot better if we just let them play and really let them allow themselves to be who they are. But I love the Minnesota concept. I think it's all about finding your own path. What is the best thing that's going to get you to where you want to go? That's where I'll leave that.
Yeah, I agree too. And even my son, who has played everywhere, and I don't normally talk about him because he doesn't like it for one. But
yep.
His favorite memory, if you asked him what his favorite thing about hockey is, it's literally picking up his stuff, going to in North Oaks West Rec, and just going playing outside with all his buddies from school. That's it. That's his favorite hockey memory. It's his favorite thing to do. Had nothing to do. He don't remember any tournaments, no games. Who cares about that? Like, he likes playing with his friends. So I know it simplifies it, and don't get me wrong, he has dreams and all that kind of stuff. But his actual memory and the things he loves about hockey, when he thinks about the love for hockey, he thinks about playing outside. Well,
I lived on the outdoor rink, growing up where I grew up, and there was nothing more fun than doing that. And also, you got better. And the one thing I always tell kids, and it's really important. It's not just about you and how good you are. A lot of it, how good a teammate are you? Are you helping out your teammate? Are you there to pick him up? Is he there to pick you up? You get to a point where you get a lot more respect and a lot more eyes opening towards you when you have that attitude. And I always tell kids, or ask kids, did you have fun and were you a good teammate?
You have a show. I support your show as well. So
yes, thank you for being a great sponsor.
You're welcome. So no, I like it. We like the show. So where can we catch you? Right, you do a lot of commentary. You're on KFan.
Yeah, I'm kind of I work for Westwood One nationally, doing radio broadcasts, NHL games. I'll do college hockey games for the NCHC on TV. St. Cloud games, which they're part of the NCHC. I do Minnesota Gopher radio. My radio show will start in December, Beyond the Pond, which will get going on Saturday mornings, and then podcasts, which we do kind of all over the place. I love spreading my knowledge of the game and helping people any way I can, because what, the one thing I was taught is to always give back. I was fortunate to get to where I got to, and any way I can help a young kid, I'm going to do it. And so you'll find me everywhere.
That's good. I think that's good for hockey, man. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking your time. I know my show's not huge, but I really appreciate it, and I think a lot of people really find something.
Anytime, Joe. And again, appreciate your sponsorship and what you do for hockey. And apologize for my dog. So anybody watching this later on, great talking to you, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it too. Thanks, Pat.
Okay, take care.
All right, take care. Let's check out our Minor Hockey Mayhem clip of the week.
Tried to go deep with it and did not get it. North Dakota chips it in. Goes off of Johnson. Johnson trying for the shot, and it is in the net. Dylan Johnson, they're going to kill him. Unbelievable. But you just saw it here, folks, and hopefully I got that on videotape. But Dylan Johnson takes a chance. Hope he's not injured. And the band is doing him the cheer. Wow, that's incredible. And he does skate. Unreal. Well,
let's check out this week's top 10 rankings for each birth year. Welcome to Game Corner. Let's check out some tournament results from the last week. Let's see our upcoming tournaments. Well, we have the Eastern Exposure Cup AAA, which is this weekend, October 30th through November 1st. We have the Eastern Exposure American Cup again this weekend, October 30th through November 1st. We have the CCM Top Cheddar Challenge in Green Bay, Wisconsin, November 6th through 8th. And just a reminder that the 200x85 World Invite Finale has been moved from Chicago to Dallas and Detroit. It's time for our hockey parent tip of the day. Support everyone. As a parent of a hockey player, it's important to remember that it's a team game and that hockey, more than most other sports, has a history, integrity, and honor of its own. It's the only sport you can punch someone in the face, but also have an expectation to show utmost respect to the guy that you just punched 2 minutes later. Lead the way by honoring the sport as a parent, because your young player will mirror your response and your attitudes. So be sure to support your player, his teammates, his coaches, and the other team. Look, hockey has an unwritten understanding that it is a selfless sport. This is why if you watch any NHL interviews with coaches and players, or even juniors, the response is always about the team, rarely about oneself. And your job is to also support everyone. It creates a really healthy environment for the team to bond, grow, and mature. So support everyone and honor the sport. Thank you for watching episode 4 of Minor Hockey Mayhem. Be sure to leave us a like and leave a comment below. Share with all of your hockey fans looking for their minor hockey fix. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, just go ahead and send us an email. So good luck to all the teams out there in your games this week, and we'll see you on the ice.